So then with the darts tournament coming up, it is only natural that I'm going to do my predictions on here. I'm only going to do my predictions for round 1 today. And then after all of the round 1 matches finish on Saturday afternoon, I will be doing my round 2 predictions and so forth, whilst giving you reaction to all of the darts as it happens. So, starting off with the Friday session. So, normally at the World Series, I swear they do it in a different format. I didn't think it was in this format previously, but there's going to be 8 first-round matches on Friday evening and 8 first-round matches on Saturday afternoon, with then the 8 last 16 matches on Saturday evening, and then the quarterfinals Sunday afternoon, semi-finals on the afternoon, and final as well. So, let's get straight into it. Let's get my predictions and let's give my thoughts. So, starting off with Friday then, Boris Krejcir takes on Stephen Bunting. Of course, first round is 1st to 6, of course. I think Bunting is going to win this one. He's been in good form, Stephen Bunting. I'm going to go with 6-3. Gabriel Clemens against Damon Heta. Clemens played well at the latest Euros tour. I think it was the Flanders Darts Trophy, but I do fancy the heat in this one. I'm going to go 6-4 to Damon Heta. Dimitri Van den Bergh against Chris Dobey. Dobey looks out of sorts, a little bit lost. Or no, he did beat Josh Rock, didn't he, in the 3rd round, I think it was, of the latest European tour. But I think Dimitri wins this one 6-3. Johan Engstrom takes on Raymond van Barneveld. I think Barney wins this one 6-2. Luke Littler taking on Ross Smith. This is an interesting one. Luke the Nuke obviously is going to come into this as massive favourite, but Ross Smith is a player that, if there is a player that can beat Luke Littler, he's probably on the list of 15-20 that can beat Luke Littler when he's on it. So I'm still going to go Littler, but I'm going to go 6-4. Michael Van Gerwen, Johnny Clayton. Van Gerwen's not played too much darts recently, has he? But I do still think that the experience and the know-how will get him over the line. I'm going to go for 6-4. 6-4 again. Luke Humphries, Halpai Puha. Look, Puha played well. Was it against Rob Cross in Australia, I think it was? But I just don't see how Luke Humphries loses this at all. I'm going to go 6-1. I think Humphries, when he's on it, is ridiculous, and just feel for Halpai in this one. And then the last game of Friday evening sees Danny Noppert take on Jan van Veen in an all-Dutch clash. And I'm going to go with Jan van Veen in this one. We've seen Danny Noppert can come unstuck against players that he should be beating, and I think Jan van Veen gets the job done. Moving on to Saturday afternoon, then the second set of first round matches, and we start off with a very interesting match between Keane Barry and Kevin Doets. I like Kevin Doets, and obviously I really like Keane Barry. I've blasted his name around a long time now, Keane Barry. I'm going to go 6-4 to Dynamite. I think Barry beats Kevin Doets. The second game then, Rhys Griffin takes on Jeff Smith. This is a great opportunity for both of them to get into the next round. And obviously if they do win, they take on the winner of Peter Wright or Dave Chisnell. So it's a perfect opportunity for them to get into the second round. I'm going to go for Jeff Smith. I think the experience of Jeff Smith gets over the line. The next game, Daryl Gurney takes on Dirk van Duijvenbode. Again, this is a really contrasting game of styles, but I think Daryl Gurney is playing in a good mode at the moment, in a good bit of form. I think Daryl Gurney wins this one 6-4. Gerwyn Price taking on Cameron Menzies. This one again is going to be an interesting one. You've got Gerwyn Price, who likes to give it to the crowd. You've got Cameron Menzies, who's a bit of a nutter on stage as well. I think this is going to be a lot closer than what people think. I'm going to go Gerwyn Price to win 6-3. Cameron Menzies has got that A game and has got that ability, but if things goes wrong, can he dig deep and get legs on the board? I'm not too sure. The next game is Peter Wright, Dave Chisnell, as we mentioned previously. I think this is going to be a last leg decide. I don't know which way it's going to go. Dave Chisnell won on the Euro Tour the other week. Peter Wright won on the World Series the other week as well, a few weeks back. Again, I think it's a tough game. I'm going to go 6-5, and I'm going to edge it towards Dave Chisnall. I think the recent success of Dave Chisnall sees him get over the line 6-5. Rob Cross takes on Simon Whitlock. Again, I like Whitlock, and I like the recent bit of form that he's managed to muster up at like the World Series events. Not winning games, but coming close, getting back to playing again to a good level. But I think Rob Cross wins this one 6-3. And then the penultimate game of round 1 is Vessel Nyman against Andrew Gilding. Obviously would have been Nathan Aspinall if he wouldn't have pulled out, but Gilding comes in, and I think that Gilding beats Vessel Nyman. I think Nyman would have maybe got a win against Nathan Aspinall if he was playing him, because obviously, Nathan Aspinall's slightly injured, but I'm going to go Andrew Gilding. And then the last game of round 1 sees Michael Smith take on Jose de Souza. Again, I just don't see a way that Michael Smith wins. Don't see a game, where Michael Smith loses this one. I think it's very, very one-sided against Jose de Souza. And I think Michael Smith wins 6-2. So those are my predictions, and I've gone Stephen Bunting, Damon Heta, Dimitri Van den Berg, Raymond van Barneveld, Luke Littler, Michael van Gerwen, Luke Humphries, Jan van Veen for Friday. And then for Saturday, I've gone Keane Barry, Jeff Smith, Daryl Gurney, Gerwin Price, Dave Chisnall, Rob Cross, Andrew Gilding, and Michael Smith. Those are my predictions for round 1 of the 2024 Jacks World Series of Darts Finals. Let me know your score predictions down below for any games, all games. Let me know them down below for round 1, and I'll see you Saturday afternoon-ish to go through the results of Saturday. Also, I'll be giving my reaction to tomorrow's darts tomorrow when it ends. But yeah, like, share, follow, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.